Wake up, wake up, wake up. I keep wanting to say welcome back.
He needs some milk. He needs
It's going to be a little blooper reel for real. Oh, my God. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm your brother Mutaka Muhammad. This is your brother Albert Muhammad. And we are here once again at the Mecca Media Morning Show. Shout out to our brother Hiram for continuing to give us this opportunity to come down here and share what little bit that we've been blessed to learn and acquire in our journey in the Nation of Islam. But let me open up properly. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah who appeared to us in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. I further bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. And I indeed further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is our divine reminder, our divine leader, our brother, our guide, our friend, here in the hells of North America. And as in their righteous and holy names, I got to open up properly with the green words of peace. We say it in Arabic. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Anything, bro?
That's right.
All right, well, we're going to jump right in. So, Brother Albert and myself, we went to Chicago, Illinois a couple weeks ago under the theme of making our community a safe and decent place to live. And this is an add-on to the commemoration of the Million Man March. Who, like, brother, we was talking off air, and brother made a good point that it was the all men's meeting that kicked off, that jump-started the Million Man March, the all men's meeting. That's what we went to just a few weeks ago in Chicago. It was an all men's meeting. But again, it was under the tone or theme of making our community a safe and decent place to live. So brother and I thought it was a good idea that we pivot from our normal talk here on the show, and we continue with that same theme, making our community a safe and decent place to live. So that's going to be what we're going to talk about. And we're going to have a special guest on the show today, so don't go nowhere. Tune in. So brother had this Final Call newspaper, and again, if you haven't got you a Final Call newspaper, get one, family. We not aliens, we your brothers. And all we try to do is get information to you. It's only $2. So when you see the brothers out, stop, talk to them. They be love to have a conversation with you. And give a donation. Give $100, give $1,000, give $500. But if you only got $2, we will gladly accept your $2. But on this particular front page, it says what? You can read it, Black and Missing. Wow. Now, a lot of times, brother, we get in our little cocoon, in our little world. We get tied down with the hustle and bustle of life. And a lot of times we may not even realize of what's going on right around us. So right before we got on here, I just happened to look it up, right? How many Black women are missing? This title is called Black and Missing. And you see a Black woman and can't see her face because it's kind of protected and blurred out. But it's a crisis going on in our community. So I looked it up. It says right here, in 2024, according to this report, it says 193,461 missing persons files were filed for Black individuals in the U.S. Now, according to here, it says, of course, the exact number of Black women is not listed, but we could probably find that number. Why did I bring that up? So I wanted to bring it up so you can Google this yourself. If you don't believe your brother, you can fact check it. Go on Google right now and type in how many Black women are missing in America and see what you come up with. So we thought it would be a good idea to come down here and get on this show and talk about making our community a safe and decent place to live. And those instructions came from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, just so you know. Anything, brother?
Sure. Praise be to Allah. You're right on point. As always, in the name of Allah, the one God, to whom all praises are due, we bear witness there's none deserve to be served and worshiped besides Allah, who came to us in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. We give thanks to our risen Christ, the most honorable Muhammad, and our divine reminder, leader, teacher, and guide, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Indeed, he is the Messiah in our presence today. Assalamu alaikum. Let me say this real briefly, because brother, begin with the reasons why we're having this particular session, which is to make our community a decent and safe place to live. 33 years ago, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan came before New York at the Jacobs Javits Center 33 years ago now. That's 1993. We're in 2026. The goal, the objective, the topic, stop the violence. And the Nation of Islam hosted this event at the Jacobs Jarvis Center. And in this event, the minister addressed the entire city, the state, everybody that tapped in regards to the violence. And here we have in the city of Akron, Ohio, this is the latest. Summit County Medical Examiner's Office and Akron Police are investigating the homicide of a 44-year-old woman in Akron. This is today. All right. Now, the thing with the all men's meetings that we attended was to gather not just black men, but men in general to take some responsibility. The police can't do it all. Straight up. There's no way the police, sheriff department, they can't do it all. Okay. They are responsive units. So the nation appeals to the men who claim to be men, to make our community a decent and safe place to live where your wife, your granddaughter, whoever it is, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle can go somewhere and not be shot or hit with a random bullet. And so Akron is facing a crisis right now. I'm not gonna put it on the mayor's office. I'm not gonna put it on council. I'm not gonna put it on the police. I'm putting it on us, the community. So the objective of this meeting is to discuss the seriousness of what's really going on and how we can make a change. Not just talk about the problem. We tired of that. People talk a lot, but it's something totally different when you interact with what's really going on. Yeah. Some of us are really afraid to speak up. Yeah, I understand it. I understand it. If you don't, if you want to, hide behind the walls, that's fine. We don't expect everybody, but there are some soldiers in Akron among the men. White, black, green, yellow, or purple. There's no discriminating in this. This is a move for the entire community. Say enough is enough. The violence is astronomical in this small city. And y'all know that we know it's crazy right now. So that's the whole ideal of what we're striving to do, is to put a conservative effort into making our community a decent and safe place to live. Don't wait till it's somebody that you know that gets shot in the head and all of a sudden now you want to protest, right? You want to march, you want to do all this. You want to stay quiet when it ain't at your door. But when it's at your door, now you want to appeal to everybody to come give you aid, right? So we can do what we can to make a difference. That's a community effort, not the Nation of Islam. We're not here to make you Muslims. We're not here to turn you away from Jesus or whoever it is. We're just trying to make the community a decent and safe place to live.
Yes, sir. And to add on real quick, and we're gonna end this particular part. When we was in Chicago, one of the beautiful things about being in that particular meeting was it wasn't just a Nation of Islam meeting. It was an open meeting. And in fact, Mosque Maryam was filled with majority of people who weren't necessarily part of Nation of Islam. They were from the community. Black men who want to stand up and make their community a safe and decent place to live for themselves and for their women and for their children. So at some point, family, we have to put aside our differences and come together for one common cause, in spite of whatever you might believe, in spite of whatever you might think we believe. All right? We got the same enemy, and most times we got the same problems. And we got more things in common than we got in differences. So let's find something that we can come together in common together and work together, family. So that's pretty much it. There's one last thing I wanted to add to this particular session. Now, I looked it up. Now, a lot of times you Google something and you scroll down, you can hit that little drop down bar. You can look at other things on Google, right? So it says, what race has the highest missing person rate? Let me read this to you. According to data from 2019, which is obviously over 6 years ago, but that numbers probably went up by now. According from the 2019 United States Census, people who are Black or African American make up 13.4% of the United States. I don't know how true that is, but whatever. However, nearly 40% of missing persons are people of color, according to statistics. Black and missing. Black children make up about 33% of all missing child cases. I didn't make these numbers up. You can go right on Google and fact check me if you don't believe me. So this is the reason why we decided to come down here and talk about making our community a safe and decent place to live. So for now, we're going to end it and come on right back because we got a special guest who's going to join the show, and she's going to bring her perspective to this show, not from the Nation of Islam, but from her perspective as a concerned citizen in the community.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Student Minister Emeritus Roland Muhammad from Cleveland, Ohio. I invite you to join us with Superior Renaissance. That's an area in the city of Cleveland on Superior Avenue that covers from 105 to 125th, a 20-block strip. We're asking those who are interested to come and be a part of us because we want to develop that community as our culture community. Once it was occupied by the Muslims on one end and the Black nationalists on the other end. And it's our desire to bring back our community so that we can express who we are as a people. So you can contact me on Facebook and other medias that our host has given you, and you can be a part of that. We thank you very much. Please join us.
And we back here at the Mecca Media Morning Show. I'm your brother Mutaka Muhammad. This is your sister Benicia. That's it, right?
Yes.
And she was so kind and gracious enough to join us on our show here at the Mecca Media Morning Show. So how you doing, sister?
I'm all right. You know, I can't complain.
Good. You know what they say. Nobody want to hear it anyway.
Period.
You know what I mean?
Nobody wants to hear it.
Don't even feed that any energy to that. You know what I mean?
And then the people that are listening to it, they just listen so they can get some scoop, some tea.
Some gossip.
You know?
Gossip. Yes, man.
Yes. What's going on? What we doing? What we talking about?
Well, it's so much going on in our community.
It is.
You know, good, bad, and ugly. But sometimes we have to address the plight of what's going on in our community and not just ignore it.
I agree.
So today we're talking about making our community a safe and decent place to live.
Oh my God.
Now you hear the brothers talk about this all the time and trying to empower the community. You hear the Nation of Islam talk about it. If you engage with our sisters, they're going to talk about it.
Yes.
So we wanted to get your perspective as a person who's not registered in the Nation of Islam, but as a Black woman in the community, and I'm sure you see some of the same things we see.
Absolutely.
So in your opinion, you know, what could be brought to aid and assist our people to try to curb some of the violence, some of the missing people, right?
Yes.
We talked about that in our previous
abuse and things like that.
Yes,
okay, well, first and foremost, let me say this. I had a friend who was murdered recently. And like we are all like I'm grieving. I have friends who are grieving. There's a lot of community members that are grieving. There's so many people that she touched that loved her, you know, and that the whole thing just came as a complete shock to us, you know. But with all due respect to the family, I'm not going to go into too many details about that. Yeah. But I definitely want to say that it is definitely a crisis. It is definitely a crisis, you know, with our Black women being targeted. So it's like, we have to do something at this point. You know, it's like, we have to do something. Especially like you said, like our Black men need to do something. Protect us, protect you, protect the kids. You know, I mean, I don't want to sound angry and aggressive when I say this, but it's like, be a man. Like, this is what men are supposed to do. You know, they're supposed to protect the women and the children, you know, and because it's like I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm on Instagram, you know, I'm on a lot of different, you know, platforms and things like that. And it's like, men are always saying like, women don't want to submit. Women don't want to do this and women don't want to do that. And it's like, how can we, when we're out here fighting for our lives out here? Like, we're supposed to be so submissive and so soft and so passive and gentle, and we're out here struggling. We're fighting like a war on our own. Like, nobody's helping us. Like, are you kidding right now? Like, please help me to understand. Like, help me to understand like exactly what we're supposed to do. when nobody's protecting us, we have to protect our own selves, and we have to work for ourselves, and we have to raise the children. And what are we supposed to do at that point? Like, do you have any insight for me? And I know this is not you, and I'm not directing this at you.
No, I'm not taking it back.
I'm directing it towards you, so that way you can tell me, like, what do you feel like is going on with the men in our community?
Well, I hope for y'all that are hearing our sister, you hear the sincereness, the passion, and some of the pain that's in her voice. And she's not just speaking for herself. She's speaking on behalf of the voiceless. She's speaking on behalf of those who don't have a platform to say what she's saying. Because a lot of our women feel exactly what she's feeling and what she's sharing. So you shared a lot.
Yes.
And I can't go into all of it because we pressed for time.
We are.
So I'll try to be brief. I appreciate what you brought to the show. I'm sorry about your friend, by the way.
Thank you so much.
What I see, dear sister, and this is not just for her, I'm just responding to her, but this is for all of us to study this. We are at war. That's number one. It's not just a physical war, it's also a spiritual war.
It is.
It's an emotional war.
Yes.
And it's a psychological war, in addition
Definitely.
to the physical war and a financial war. Can't forget about that part.
It is.
And our women, in my humble opinion, now some brothers may disagree with me, brothers. Our women have been taken out of their natural space and their natural energy. Their natural energy is to be feminine,
Yes.
not to be masculine. But because we are at war, and because the black male has endured so much of what he's endured being over here in the hells of North America, we've somewhat lost our ability to operate at our highest level.
I agree.
And so the women have been forced for a long time to cover that void.
Yes.
So now the women are operating in a masculine energy,
They are.
having to go to work, having to do this, having to do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But it has to be some balance. And unfortunately, we've become so used to the woman carrying the load that now we want to sit back and do nothing and just make babies. And so that's not going to garner any respect from our women. So the minister teaches us that the black woman is the most unprotected female on the planet, which goes back to the black man being destroyed the way he was destroyed. But there is a remedy for that. I don't want to keep going down this rabbit hole because we press for time. The remedy is, come get the teaching of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad to restore your manhood, brothers. We have a manhood training class every single Monday, and it teaches you how to mine out the man, because there's a man there, but he's under a lot of rubble. So we gotta mine him out so our sisters can go back into their rightful space, their rightful energy. That's where they thrive at. They don't thrive in a masculine energy. They thrive in feminine energy. We thrive in masculine. It ain't difficult. You just gotta be who you are. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad gave us 6 special words. Accept your own and be yourself. So as a black man, accept your own and be yourself. I know we pressed for time. Now, this is a beautiful conversation. I wish we could go longer, but unfortunately we have to end it.
We have to end it.
But man, listen, this is a beautiful conversation. If you got any questions, family, drop them in the comment section.
Yes.
If you want to learn more, drop it in the comment section. Get with us so we can bridge the gap and make our community as safe
so we can be a unit.
One unit, one
and
family.
not fighting against one another.
Not enemies.
Exactly.
I'm not your op.
Thing that I want to say is that, please, guys, make sure that you're talking to your friends. I know that there are a lot of you out there that are really good guys. Like, you take care of your family and you protect your women, and there's not that many of you, but there are some of you out there. Make sure that you're talking to your friends. Make sure that you're talking to your brothers, your cousins, your nephews. Make sure you're talking to your sons, so that way we can come together as a unit. Right. And sometimes it's difficult to have that conversation, but sometimes you have to have that hard talk with them. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Despite what they may say to you or about you for having this talk with them, sometimes you have to have this talk. So that way, at the end of the day, we can come together as a unit, because it's crazy that we're fighting one another. We're fighting police. We're fighting everyone else. But us as black women, we have it the hardest. So let's come together. Beautiful.
Thank you for joining our show. You brought something special to it. I hope y'all feel the sister's passion. and tap in with us. We're gonna have a town hall meeting. Our brother's spearheading that so that we can try to put some type of dent into this, family. We one family that's coming together, family. Thank you for listening. Peace.
Hey, check this out, your boy Benzino. Listen, I need y'all to go to thatsfiretv.com. Choose a platform to experience the hottest new app. That's Fire TV is on Roku, Amazon, Android, iPhone, Apple TV. All right? All you got to do is just lock in. It's hundreds of movies for just $0. That's right, no money at all. It's spelled THATZ. That's firetv.com. Fire TV.
This has been a podcast from the Mega Media Social Media Network.